Okay, welcome to quarter four profit planning. So excited to get started, and I'm really glad that you are here. Let's go ahead and dive into the plan workbook for quarter four. Like I was saying a little bit before, don't don't worry about the new way of profit planning yet. I know Marnie said she was going to be attending in person. Shayna will be, Francis will be, and then a lot of you that couldn't make it to the in-person retreat because it got sold out are now attending the virtual retreat. So all of you guys that are attending the retreat will get the new way of profit planning and get set up before 2019 in November, like that mid-November mark. But I still think that you should know this because this is the basics. So right now we're basically teaching the basics. Way more advanced version is coming in November. Not that I've been sitting on this and I'm just giving you this copy, but I've been putting out this profit plan, waiting and listening to you guys and seeing how you're reacting to certain parts and what the biggest struggle is, because I can't make that up in my mind. I have to see it from you. Now that I really know what's gonna help you, like the big domino that's gonna help you in your business, I've created a whole new way of profit planning around that system. But until then, we're going to do it. We're going to do it old school. We're going to keep it old school. And I'm super excited because it still works. Obviously, I mean, if you see the testimonials and the results that we're getting just off this, I can't wait to see what the new testimonials are based off the new version. But Marissa, I missed the question, but I feel like I'm on the edge of the next space. So close I can taste it. Amazing. Oh my gosh. That's so fantastic. Okay. Let's make sure everyone has their microphones muted when you hop on. I think Jamie, if you wouldn't mind muting your microphone for me, that would be awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. If everyone doesn't have their, let's see. Jamie, would you mind please muting your microphone? That would be amazing. Okay, planning your revenue. Meet your income goals every single time. This is where we're starting, is meeting our income goals. Actually, let me back up. We're starting with vision. Normally I don't start with vision, but this time I wanted to. So let's go ahead and start with vision. Amanda, it's in the 90-day profit system. Yeah, go to the 90-day profit system and then download the vision and plan workbooks. So with vision, I want us to kind of just take the first 5 minutes to really envision what our future self would be. And our however you say that word, brain is going to immediately put blocks up, or it's immediately going to say, oh, you can't do that. But like, I want you to get rid of everything. And I want you to just think, if I could have everything I've ever wanted, like #abundance. And what I found that I said, oh, I can have this or this. Like, no, don't say or, say and. I can have this and this. Like, if you want it, put it down. Write it down on a piece of paper right now. I'm going to give you a few moments to do that. And I'm actually going to stop talking, which is very unlike me during these calls. I feel like I'm always talking. But I'm going to give us, let's say, 60 seconds, or I'm going to put a timer over here. Okay. So that was 60 seconds. Keep writing though. What we're doing right now is we are envisioning our ideal life. So while you guys are going to keep writing, I also want to hear if any of you guys are already done, let me know. I'm going to pull up what I wrote down whenever I did this exercise just a few weeks ago. So what I put is I woke up at 6:30 or 7 a.m. because I always feel the best when I wake up at 6:30. That sounds super weird. Most people are like, no, 10 a.m. please. But yeah, for me, it's around 6:30. I have a fresh smoothie that's already made for me. So that either means I have an assistant that's gotten me that smoothie and woken up early to bring it to my house, or I have a private chef, whichever one. Obviously, knowing me, I have a private chef because I cannot make healthy options. Em and I were just talking about this when this call started. Very unhealthy. If it was the choice, if I would just have stuffed crust pizza and fried rice all day. So that's my problem. I do need a private chef to keep me healthy. Would everyone please mute their microphones? I think, Tanya, if you would mute your microphone, please, that would be amazing. Okay, and then I would also not work when I first woke up, which was different because usually I'm doing that right now. I would go with my friends to Soul Cycle or Orange Theory. I would lay in a bath while answering Instagram DMs because Instagram DMs are my favorite thing. But like if I was laying in a bath, that would be even cooler, right? I would just talk to my integrator, not so much my team anymore. I love my team, but I'm way too involved in the details right now and I'm being the bottleneck. So like my ideal would just be talking to my integrator, working on the vision for my company and networking. That would be my job. Literally just networking. I love to network. And I love to show up for this membership site. Like I would love to be where I didn't have to be involved in the details and I would have tons of mental space to just create content and document what I'm going through for you guys only. And like not put things public and have more time to actually just create content instead of talking to my team and answering questions all day. And my membership site is running on autopilot. I get to travel and vlog without having to think too much about money. Like I have a budget, but like, so while I'm talking about mine, I would love to hear about yours too. I'm just talking, so you guys feel free to put yours in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, I would potentially have a vlog. And I said that I would live in Dallas. And I have a picture of a home that I would want to live in. So that would be my ideal. So that was more life oriented, but it also, when I was talking about my life, you could tell my business, like my business and life are kind of combined in a way, right? Like I said, I didn't work on my business that much, but what I did do on my business, I did what I love to do, which was responding to people on Instagram, talking to my community inside my membership site, but not having to worry about the details of it because I hate details. And then I had an amazing house. My husband was actually spending time with me. That was one thing because I don't really have a husband that I spend a lot of time with now because he's a football coach. I always joke and they're like, are you married? I'm like, not really, kind of, some days, like that's a joke, but sometimes it kind of sucks. So in my ideal life, I was actually spending time with him. So those are some things that I put. And yeah, coaches' wives, I'm telling you. Whew. Yes. Oh, Kristen, I can't even complain when it comes to what you deal with. I can't even imagine. But that was something that I loved about my life. Now, Marissa says, comfortable to travel, be a great leader to my team, have a dream office, dream car, wake up early and get fresh air and quiet time. Oh, I love that. Diana, no mortgage. Oh, how amazing. Plus a cottage in North. Oh my gosh. Oh, Diana, that's amazing. Yes, I love that. Ronnie, this made me realize that I may be more productive in a co-working space. Ooh, yeah, that's really interesting. I love what this is bringing up for you. Just joining here. Morning, gals. Good morning, Ingrid. Caroline says, oh, Caroline, I've already picked out my house. I hope you know that. The last time I was in Dallas, I told my friend, you need to drive me around every single neighborhood. And I was like, stop here. And I would like take pictures outside of the window. Like I would say I have 100 pictures of just houses from Dallas. Yeah, I really do want to move there. Lakewood. Okay, cool. Good to know. I don't know if I went to Lakewood. So Shayna, of course, I was wondering if you were on here. I knew I was gonna see that. Ingrid said traveling for both pleasure and work. Used to travel a lot for my old TV. Freelance gig, membership and shop, stock photos and show up themes. Running alone, not needing me to be babysitting. Ooh, oh, I love that, Ingrid. Shelly, I love that I travel the world and be able to work wherever I land, having an abundance of wealth to help. Oh, Shelly, yes. Shayna, tiny house. All of my big vision goals involve me in my tiny house. Shayna, whenever you get your tiny house, I think I'm gonna cry again. Oh my gosh. Tamara, I would definitely own a second home, private lakefront location with a beautiful home, a successful blog that's reaching people and impacting lives, private studios at both my homes, fully booked appointments at all three. Carrie, I know, right, girl? Oh, I love tiny houses. Oh, a lot of you guys want tiny houses. I love that. Financial freedom and time freedom. Oh, this is amazing. And you know what's so great is that a lot of you guys are different. You know, like Diana just wanted some quiet time and freedom and space. And Ronnie just wanted to feel like she was more productive. And she was, I don't really feel productive right now. And Shayna's like, tiny home is where it's at. I got to have a tiny home, you know? All of you guys, it's so different, but it's still so freeing to think about. So I want us to just keep that in mind while we're going through planning all of this out, because it's great to envision this, but now we need to back it up with how can Ronnie's day-to-day actions get her closer to having a co-working space? How can Shayna's day-to-day actions get her to that tiny home where she wants? Okay, so let's go through this. I would love us to think, what do you want to make in Q4? What is your income goal? So how much money do you want to make? And then I would like for you to put it in the comments. Alyssa, I love that. I totally see that for you, Alyssa. 10K. Okay, so Shayna says 25,000, Julie 25,000, 10K. Wow, so 25 and 10K are like very popular numbers. That's interesting that you guys are so similar in the same range. Interesting. Shelly said 12,000, Aaron 12,000, 15,000. Awesome, Crystal. 6 is good. I love that you put 2 goals in. Marnie 6,000, Jamie 8 to 10,000. I love that. Okay, I feel like someone right now is in my driveway. So, and they might be walking up to my door. So I'm sorry, my dogs might freak out soon. I mean, for 25. Oh, I love that. Okay, minimum is 15K. I love that you're putting 2 goals. Yep, someone did just ring my doorbell. Okay, well, you're just gonna have to wait. 20,000. Emily, great, awesome. Okay, so now that we know this, I want to break it up. Let me get my notepad over here. And see, we have quarterly goal. Let's say our quarterly goal is, I'm going to take 20,000. Okay, so then we need to split it up by month. So what are our 3 months? We have October, November, December, right? October, November, December. Now, oh my gosh, they have knocked 3 times and rang the doorbell 2 times.
Go get it.
Did they not? Oh, okay, hold on real quick. If I'm rude, don't judge me.
Go get it.
Hi, sorry, I'm in a meeting. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm in a meeting real quick, so can I? Okay, but I'm in a really important meeting right now, so. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Okay, I just want to say that he was very rude. Okay. Very annoying. Okay. What is their profit plan? And they can buy a month. We all say yes. Okay, thank you guys for letting me go talk to the very rude man outside of my door. No, I was not being as rude as I thought I was, but like he was being super rude. Very upsetting. Okay, October, November, December. Are we writing these goals in the plan setup? Yeah, you can, totally. So Now we need to know, how much do you want to make in October? How much do you want to make in November? How much do you want to make in December? So if you want to make $20,000, maybe December, like what kind of launch? Maybe you have a launch in November. So that might mean that November you're making 10,000, and October and December you're making 5,000. Like, what does that look like? We need to break that down. So I'm just going to put November equals 10,000, October equals 5,000, December equals 5,000. So then we need to write down all of our income sources on how we're actually planning to make this income. So what is that? What are you actually selling? What are all those income sources? Let's list this out. Could you guys hear me when I was talking to him? Oh no. I'm sorry. I don't know if my microphone is my oh, that's embarrassing. Ugh. Thanks for not judging me, guys. You're the best. I just want to say that. At least you didn't go pee. Claire, I have done that before. I have done that before. Yeah, he kept murmuring under his breath and like rolling his eyes, and this is really rude. Men. Just kidding. I think we have one man in the Profit Planner Lounge, but he's the best one of them all. So I can't say anything about men. No, he didn't. Caroline. Yeah. I know. Anime said Matthew doesn't count. I know. Matthew doesn't count. Matthew was the best profit planner. He's amazing. He is so sweet. No problem, Amanda. You just missed me embarrassing myself in front of everyone. So, okay, now that we have our quarterly goal, does everyone have their monthly goals? So if you have our monthly goal, and then we have our income sources listed out. And also we're going to do this hot seat style too. So some of you guys will get a hop on and we'll do this hot seat style. But for now, let's list out all of our income sources and then the number we plan. So like, let's say you have a web design project and you have a branding project. And web design is $2,000 and branding is $1,000. I don't recommend these prices. I'm literally just making up numbers right now. Okay. So let's say October, you have to sell 2 web design projects and then 1 branding project. So 2 web design, 1 branding. And then November, you have to sell 5 web design projects, which means that might mean that you need to hire someone else to do the grunt work of that web design, because whew, that'd be crazy. And then December, you need to sell 2 web design and then 1 branding. Cool. So now you know that if you want to make $20,000 in quarter 4, you need to sell, why can I not do math? 9 web design projects and 2 branding projects, and that would equal $20,000. There we go. Now that you know these numbers, what do? You put projects behind it. And in the new way of profit planning, get excited, because we're actually breaking down how to push these numbers forward, because I think that's what I've seen you guys struggle with, is now that you know the numbers, which is really helpful, how do I actually keep pushing these forward? So we'll be talking about that more in November. You're charging for services that won't happen until January. Do you count the income as won't have them? Yes, Marnie, I do. If it's cash flow that I get that month, yes. But it also means that in your playbook or project management system, you have to do timeline projects. So like, we have my integrator, because we were working on too many projects at once, she was like, hold your britches. We're going to create a pipeline. She didn't actually say hold your britches. That's just something that I would say. But that's a Haley phrase. But she has like a pipeline spreadsheet where we put all of the projects we're working on, the timeline and the due date. That way we can see when we're heavy and when we're light. And that helps a lot. So Marnie, you would probably need to do that. Like, okay, you get good cash flow. We actually don't do it in Airtable, but we need to. Thank you for saying that. I'm going to write that down on a note. We need our pipeline meetings in Airtable. She loves Google Spreadsheets. And I'm like, no, hate Google Spreadsheets, because all my Google Spreadsheets got deleted. If any of you guys are kind of late to the party, my G Suite got completely deleted from the internet a few months ago. That's why I hate Google Spreadsheets. They're not that bad, but that's why I have a hatred towards them. I've talked about them on several calls. Okay. Marisa, I've done a few things this year, like an online course. Marisa, no. If you want to make income from that course, then that would be an income source. Anything that you want to make an income from, that's what goes on your income source. This is not past, this is future. So we've already evaluated our past, Q3. We've summed it up in one word. Now we're throwing that in the trash. We're saying, okay, we can't look back anymore. We can only look forward, because if we keep looking back, we're making decisions based off emotions, right? And that's not what CEOs do. It's data. So we say, what income sources do we want to make money from? How can we make money from this income source? It seems like it's not worth my time though, so I guess I'm asking if I should just focus on clients. Marisa, it depends. Is this course giving you energy? Do you enjoy it? If you don't enjoy it and you like working with your clients more, then no. Like, you don't have to have that source of income if you don't want it. But if you do want it, then you have to think about, okay, how much do I really want to make? How much energy do I want to spend on this course? Because maybe Q4 is a quarter of prepping for Q1 in 2019, so you can scale your course. I'm not sure what your goals are. I think it just depends on depends on your goal. Are we talking profit with these numbers? Tamara, revenue, straight revenue. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Income for the quarter. I'm off Canvas, start down lunch. Okay. All about how much you want to put into it. Very, very true. Moving on, moving up. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So now that we have all of that, let's go ahead and break down some of what you guys are doing. Sound good? Let's go ahead and raise your hand if you want to help you break down some of your goals. Hey, Vanessa, what's up, girlfriend? Yes, please. Okay, Alyssa, unmute your microphone and video and pop on. Let's do it.
Because I haven't showered, I had a call this morning with an illustrator.
Girl, be glad you can't smell me because I haven't showered either. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry.
So, right now
anymore. Oh wait, now I can. Never mind. Sorry. Keep going.
Okay. So right now the big thing is the holiday season, and I know Marissa's in here for products as well, which is the only reason I'm like, yeah, I can do 10,000 right now for this season. But I just launched the hemp home goods for pre-sale, and those have been going well.
Okay.
But it's just trying to manage that with the other products and finding the time to do all the social media stuff when I really just can't afford to pay somebody to do that because I have to buy inventory.
Okay, well then why don't you just batch all your social media and do it in a day for the rest of the quarter and pre-schedule it all out. That way you never have to worry about it again.
So I would just, I am not proficient in the batching portion. Like, I have not done that yet.
Well, that's your problem.
Yeah. Because right now I have all the photos of the Airbnb shot that I did, and then I did a bunch of photos in the cabin to get two different kind of things. So would I just do planning out all the Instagram and all the Pinterest pins?
Yeah, but how many, well, this is a little bit off topic than profit planning, but how many times are you posting on Instagram a day or a week?
Once a day.
No, stop doing that. Only do it like 3 to 4 times a week, if that. Okay. Like, your target audience too, like, they're big up people in the national parks, right? They're not going to be looking at your Instagram posts. Like, yeah, that might be what people are telling you to do, but, and plus, who's actually going to see your Instagram post anyways? The algorithm is, I would just post 3 to 4 really solid posts a week, and then that's it. And I would more so focus on your DM strategy. Can you DM people for your target audience? Can you connect? Can you network? Your big thing right now is networking. You're not an infopreneur, you know? Like, you don't have to gain this big audience to get an opt-in to go to a sales funnel. Like, that's not your strategy. Your strategy is who you know, right?
Yeah, but right now, in order to be able to afford to do the wholesale side, which is contacting the national parks, I have to make retail sales. And
your retail. Oh, okay.
Which is something that like I have not pushed before. It's not a strategy that I've done, but I need that profit margin from the retail to be able to add in the cash flow to be able to do more manufacturing for wholesale.
Okay, are you doing anything with Pinterest?
I have been making Pinterest pins the last couple days.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I think Instagram is great. I don't think Instagram is really hard to sell like that right now, unless you have a big following.
Yeah.
And so you're putting all your energy into posting one time a day, but I don't think your energy should be spent there. I'm not saying don't post on Instagram. I'm saying one time a day might be too much. Why don't you narrow it down to like 3 or 4 solid posts a week? That way you're still there, and then focus on reaching out to your target audience. So instead, like, maybe batch an hour a week or 2 hours a week, you just going to sit there looking through hashtags and commenting on things. Like, that's going to be a way better use of your time, because then you're actually getting quality eyeballs on your stuff, right? Also, Pinterest is the people that are actually going to buy from you.
So I should be putting a lot more time into Pinterest.
Is Tyler on here? Oh, did someone log into Tyler's account? Tyler cannot be on here. Let me see. He is on here. Tyler, what are you doing? How did you even get this link? Okay, I'm sorry. It like totally distracted me. Really? Pinterest has changed my business. Yeah, Diana. Okay. And that totally makes sense. Oh, Sarah Jane. Hey, Sarah. Okay, Sarah Jane. I have been doing the same exact thing. I have been showing up to calls as Tyler McCall on his Zoom because I logged in. Because I know why you logged in. And yeah, I've been doing the same thing. I showed up to interview, not an interview, but like a really important recording for the summit thing. And I showed up as Tyler. Tyler? I was like, hey, I'm Bailey. Anyways, that is so funny. I was like, oh, Tyler's on here and I'm giving Instagram advice. Oh, crap. Anyways, I'm sorry, Alyssa. But let's go into your actual profit plan. So you want to make $10,000 for your quarter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, $10,000. So then what do you want to make in October?
October, it would be 2,000 to 3,000.
So 3,000. Okay, November, what do you want to make?
5,000.
Okay, so then November you're making 2,000?
December, 2,000.
I mean December? Yeah, sorry. Okay, perfect. So your income sources are?
The retail side, refilling wholesale orders, and then custom. Which, Haley, I landed that one that I was asking about before yesterday.
Yes! That's so exciting!
So I'll be doing a custom illustration for Anzo Borrego Foundation in Southern California. So.
Woo! Our Alyssa's a rock star, guys. That's awesome. That's awesome, girl. I'm so excited for you. It makes me so happy. I'm like smiling really big. It actually hurts. Okay, retail wholesale orders, and then you said custom, right?
Yep, that job is like a custom.
Do you have an average price for each of these income sources? Retail average price.
Retail, cards are $5. The hemp goods are like $30 to $40.
So $35.
Yeah.
Okay, wholesale orders, average price. This totally depends, I know, but.
Minimum is $150, but now with the fabrics, if they order fabrics, it's $225 for an order.
Okay, and then custom.
Custom, the first one that they do, and then they'll come back for another one is base like 500.
Okay. So October, your goal is 3,000. Do you want December to be 3,000 because it's holiday? Would that make more sense for you, or no?
Yeah, I was kind of hemming and hawing, but yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter anyways because you can just change the numbers after October. But still, we just need like a skeleton. So October 2,000. So how do you want to make $2,000 in October?
I want to push on Pinterest the hemp home goods. I want that to be.
I mean, like, specifically, how many like retail versus wholesale versus custom orders do you want to do in October?
If I could do $1,000 just straight in retail, or even 1,500, that would be preferred.
Okay. What else?
And then I would love to do 2 custom jobs in October, seeing as how I already landed one that starts in October.
Okay. November. How do you want to make $5,000 in November? Because that's huge for you. I'm so excited.
I would love for another 2 custom, and then the rest just be retail, which sort of seems a little crazy to me.
You really want to do retail. You really want to be heavy retail.
Yeah, wholesale's great, but it's a long-term game. You have to do a lot of client relationships before and reaching out, and you have to like get the smaller boutiques or bigger stores at the right time. And I need something to be establishing in the background that's like
consistent. Yeah.
Almost
okay, cool.
Like I want it to become passive at some point where I just fulfill the order, or I have an intern do that.
Right. And Alyssa, I know you're going to the retreat, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I saw your name. Okay. So at the retreat, we're going to be breaking it down from this point because this is as far as we get for the profit plan portion right now, right? So after you go through the workbook, you kind of get to this point and then we stop. What we're going to be doing and what I want you guys to think about is I call them drivers. So like there are specific drivers that push you to 2 custom orders, that push you to 29 orders because Alyssa, you need 29 orders to hit $1,000 for an average price point like what you said. So if you want to push those numbers, we have specific drivers. For you, it'd be like Pinterest, but then we outline and automate all those drivers. But for Pinterest, you need to figure out how can you automate. Also, I would be putting $20 lifetime budget behind some pins, like figure out your most popular product and put not a lot of money, just like $15 behind it. Go back to the profitable promoted pins live workshop we did in the lounge, go through that workshop and follow the way that I set up a promoted pin and put $15 behind it. That's going to help you speed up the process because you don't have to actually pay for all the clicks. You only pay for the clicks that get directly clicked from that pin. Like if I come in and repin your pin and then Ronnie sees your promoted pin that I repinned and clicked it, you don't pay for Ronnie's click. You only pay if I would have clicked it the first time. So that's why I suggest you doing promoted pins. Diana, I know this works for you too. I would suggest the same thing for you. Diana. So Diana says, Alyssa, I did a $20 budget and I've had an increase in traffic even after. Exactly. Yeah. That's a great thing about Pinterest. You say wholesale's a long-term game. Pinterest is the same way, but it's a way better long-term game because it's a lot more fun.
Okay.
Yes, I am, and I am very sorry. I'm actually getting a Tailwind specialist to come in, so I'm waiting on that.
Yay.
I am so sorry it's taken me so long. I'm trying to figure out who I actually want for that. I'm being picky. I probably just need to choose, but I'm trying to get someone from Tailwind. Actually, that's what I'm working on. So trust me, I know you don't see like behind the scenes, but I'm working so hard to figure out a Tailwind specialist that I can get you guys set up with. Yeah. Elisa, she's one of them that I'm thinking about, yes, because I know she would do it, but I also want her to come in and talk about promoted pins too. I guess you could just do both, but okay, Vanessa, I'm going to write her name down because I've actually never heard of her or Sarah. And I also don't know how they teach, so I'm going to have to figure out that too because I don't agree with everything that people teach because I'm a very opinionated person, as you guys know. Vanessa Kynes. She has a course on Tailwind. She gets invited to Pinterest headquarters. Okay. Well, to be honest, though, I know some people that get invited to Pinterest headquarters, but they don't really know what they're doing on Pinterest. So that's why I'm saying I'm opinionated about who I let you guys learn from. I'm a little bit of an education learner snob. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, Alyssa. Thank you so much for being in the Profit Plan hot seat. I'm excited to go on the retreat, for you to go through the retreat, because I think I want to revisit this now that I have this information after the retreat and see what kind of drivers you have and what that brought up. Okay, let me go back.
Can I ask you a quick question? So one thing that is difficult to add in, so the custom job, it's $500 for the illustration, but then they are purchasing that to be on products. So they're purchasing 300 units in like different ways. So it ends up being like $2,000 or $3,000 that they end up paying for the whole order. But it's hard to like budget that in when it's so variable based on each order. How do you like add that in? Because they could do 100 units of something, or they could do like 500 units of a couple different things. I don't really, that's the hard one for me.
You can't control that, you know? I think instead of, sorry, I'm like choking on my smoothie. Instead of overthinking if they're going to do this order, if this stuff, I mean, you can't really plan that. So what I would do is put all of that energy into just selling and figuring out who is going to buy this. And what I would do is even look at other people similar in your niche, who's buying from them and where are they finding them. Even hop on maybe coffee chats with them because, you know, community over competition, learn from them, maybe even get in a mastermind, get an accountability group with some people that are doing the same thing you're doing. Because as much as I know you love being in the Profit Planner Lounge, girl, I don't really understand what you do because I've never done wholesale. I've never done more like retail like you're doing, but I know I can help you, but I can't get as specific as I know someone else that's doing it. So surround yourself with like, this is great for profit planning. This is great for just being a CEO. But like what would also be good is if you had an accountability group that was more specific. Reach out to people on Instagram, you know, say, hey, I'd love to have, I don't know if they would even know what a mastermind is, but I think other business owners would be helped with that too.
Yeah, I have been doing that. The main question is like fitting it in. I had 2 calls today. One of them was started at 10:30 a.m. and didn't end until 5 p.m. We like jived really, really, really well and went through like all different topics. But like how I'm approaching that like variability is I'm only counting on custom of it being the 500 and then and then the rest of it's extra. Is that a smart strategy of just like, I need to land 2 different ones to make it that? Okay. That was, how to fit it.
You just kind of have to pick your numbers and then 3 months down the road, then you'll see a pattern. But like, you can't make decisions until you see the pattern, you know? I just kind of wing it until I'm feeling pretty good about this is the average order price. But you'll have no idea until you know the average order price.
Okay. So
I think you're on the right track. Yeah, you are totally on the right track and right thinking here, for sure.
Awesome.
And Diana, she does do trade shows, but that's interesting, Diana. 90% of, golly, that's crazy. But I know I have talked to Alyssa during profit calls, and I know she does do trade shows. I'm not sure how often though. Okay, Sarah Jane, I know you're on here. Sarah Jane, have you done this? And if not, do you want to unmute? And then we'll go through yours. We're going to go through several people's, by the way. So,
hi.
Hello. Oh, you look so pretty. I love the lipstick.
Oh, thanks. I was like, I can't even see. Hi.
So what is your quarterly goal for quarter 4?
So my quarterly goal for quarter 4 is, let me total it up real fast because I broke it down by month. I think it's around 15,000, a little more.
Okay. So do you want to put 15,000? Would everyone mind muting their microphone except Sarah Jane, obviously,
Yes.
or
Hopefully
AKA
I'll get
Tyler?
to work in time to get them done. I leave in the morning and work.
Someone is still talking and it's not muted. Would everyone make sure their microphone's muted real quick? Thank you so much. Okay, Sarah Jane, quarter goal. Do you want to put 15,000?
Yeah.
No, that's why hopefully today I won't have to stay. So I can go.
It doesn't say a name.
Lauren, you get to meet my sister Danielle.
Hi.
This is Tickle.
Nice to meet you.
When we did a
Scholarship for.
It's nice to meet you too.
It's under I know Amanda. Oh, I can? Oh, how do I do that?
Take mine out.
Oh, okay.
I do managing participants, but how do I mute them? Does anyone know how to mute?
I think if you go to the mute and the little arrow, it might let you from there do mute all participants.
Hey, Haley, if you hover over their little square, which says iPhone, 3 little dots
Oh,
box will
yes.
pop up, and it'll click
Thank
unmute.
you.
You're
I
welcome.
just did. Wow, you guys are teaching me all these cool things. Thanks, Crystal. You rock, girl. Well, I know I've got the power, Amanda. Let's go back to Sarah J now. $15,000 is your quarterly goal. Now, breaking that into October, November, December, how much do you want to make in October?
So in October, I have 8,600.
Okay. November?
5,950.
Very specific. And December?
I have, let me see. Oh, I did the math wrong. 5,925.
9,925.
Or 5,925.
Oh, 5,000.
So that adds up more than 15.
Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, it does add up more than 15,000. So you want to make like 20,000-ish then?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what are your income sources?
So this is where I have like an estimated, but this is where I need your help because I have a lot of offers and I'm trying to simplify right now because I have too many,
Yeah. I heard from the James Wedmore podcast episode. I was like, she's in my lounge. She shouldn't be having this problem.
And I'm like in process to narrowing down to one offer in November, but that means like October. Yes, I'm very excited.
Okay.
And so with that, I know that I want to increase my baseline because I'm kind of cutting all ties to all of my offers and simplifying, but I do want to keep my income kind of where it's been. Mm-hmm. So I need to prioritize where I'm putting my energy, basically.
Okay.
So I have the digital incubator, which is like a $300 a month. I help people start their businesses. And then I have what could be a workshop library because the digital incubator has a workshop library inside of it. And so I could do a quick launch of that, or I could relaunch the digital incubator. Or I could just do a one-off. So I have HoneyBook. I'm an affiliate for HoneyBook. And so I'm working on a workshop for them specifically. And so I could just sell that workshop, but I do know that I want to launch something else in October, basically. But I want to not.
So whatever you're launching in October, is that your one product for November?
So what I'm launching in October is not my one product for November.
Okay, then what is your one product for November?
It's called the Brave Collective.
The Brave Collective, okay.
And it's a monthly membership for people who want to live radically inspired lives.
And then what's the problem you're solving?
So I'm solving the problem of not stepping into who you want to be in the world. So helping people to be more empowered, more enthusiastic, and more expressive. Is the other word. So,
And who is this for?
so this is for people who have basically just people who have a lot of ideas and not a lot of action behind them.
Entrepreneurs or anyone?
Creatives.
Mm. So creatives that aren't entrepreneurs, like they could be anyone.
Yeah. So people who
Nice.
pre-entrepreneurs, because my upsell from there is the incubator. So, and the incubator starts businesses with people. So people who are stewing and like know that they want something different and are just really unsatisfied with their lives, getting them to be more engaged with their life and then to start generating those ideas that will turn into businesses.
So at that point, they're basically blaming everyone else for their problems, like their boss, their wife, their husband, their kids.
Yes.
But they're the problem and you want to help them fix themselves, but you can't say it like that.
Right.
Okay,
Exactly.
interesting. So how much is the Brave Collective every month?
47.
Nice. Did Tyler talk you into doing a membership model?
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, memberships are fun. Okay, and then your upsell is digital incubator. Okay, I like that. Awesome. Okay, nice. So what are you launching in October? Why are you? I get to meet another person. I get to use this new feature. Okay, wait. I'm probably way too excited about this. There are so many people on this call. I've clicked 7 times. Oh, there we go. Finally found it. Okay, sorry guys. Going back to Sarah Jane, the Brave Collective, $47. Wait, so what are you launching in October, and why are you not launching the Brave Collective in October if that's going to be your main offer?
Yeah.
Cash flow?
I definitely want to increase cash flow. I'm just traveling a lot in October, so I would like to just up cash flow that month.
What are you launching?
Well, that's where I'm stuck because I'm happy to jump right into the Brave Collective. I
Right.
just haven't had a season of visibility for it yet. Like I've been kind of teasing it out, but I haven't like done any formal launch. Like,
Do you do calls?
yeah, I can call.
Okay, because what I'm thinking potentially, if you need cash flow right now, there's 2 options. I would not launch something else, just like a product. I would not launch a product. I would either one, launch something that's your time, like a 1-hour call, and then charge for that. And then on that 1-hour call, you could use that as market research for your membership site. So you're kind of knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. And then also at the end of the call, put them on the wait list for your membership site, or give them beta pricing. Like, hey, I'm launching this membership site at $47 a month. Do you want to be a beta tester for $25 a month? Like my beta testers, I still have 15, 16 of them in here, and they're at 25. So, and they were the founding members of that group. So if you could get, let's say, 10 people on a call, not sure if that's a crazy number or not, that's a pretty big number, but I don't know how much you're looking for, but $200, that's $2,000-ish for 10 people. You could charge more than that. I'm just making up numbers, but what do you think?
That feels awesome. I think that's genius. Because I think where I was getting stuck is that my tendency is like, I can create anything, right? Like I can create a new product right now.
Right.
And that's the problem for me because
You don't need to.
I don't need any more. And so I feel so light thinking about doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's such a common problem. Like it's because we're entrepreneurs. It's like in our blood to want to keep creating and keep solving. And plus I feel like we're very similar in a where we just want to fix everyone's problems too. Because we're in the business of helping people solve problems. So we're like, well, you have this problem. I'll create a product to help you solve this one. And there's so many problems you have. Let me just fix you with all the products, all the things. But yeah, it actually hurts your business. I like that you're focusing on the Brave Collective. You already have an upsell. And then I would just challenge you to only have 3 income sources. 4, I guess. The Brave Collective, your calls, your 1-hour calls, just for cash flow reasons, digital incubator, and Honeybook affiliate. Yeah. And then that's it. Okay. And then you cannot sell anything else. Like I would even challenge you going into Q4, taking off all the other products.
Okay.
And then get a goal for beta test. How many beta testers do you want? For instance, I was making $500 a month for my beta testers. Yeah, I had 20 people. So if you get 20 beta testers, not 25, you can do 37, whatever you want. Because then let's see, if you get 20 people at 37, that's $740 a month. So like, there you go. That's a solid foundation. That's where I started. And then I scaled it to 30, 40,000 in 3 months. Like literally 90 days, I scaled it from $500 a month to 30, 40,000. So you got this. Like,
Forget about it.
I think you're going to beat your 20,000 Q4 goal, to be honest with you. Especially because I know we're both friends with Tyler and you're not doing this alone, and you have both of us to help you and give you advice. Like, girl, I'm so excited. The Brave Collective is going to be amazing.
I'm pumped for it. I think it's going to be good.
Does this help breaking it down? Actually, we need to break down numbers. So when are you going to launch the Brave Collective?
So what I'll do then is I'll launch the beta in October, and then
What
I'll
day?
launch the full. Let's see. I mean, I could launch the beta like
October 1st? That's
Yeah.
crazy. October 1st.
I could do the 3rd. Let's say the 3rd.
Third.
That'll be-
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's put a padding of 2 more days on it, because that's still not a crazy date. We are so similar. It's like, new product in 2 days. I gotcha.
Got it.
Okay. October 3rd launching. Okay, cool. So by October, let's say, by the end of October 30th, when do you want your beta launched in? Do you want to give yourself 2 weeks to get beta testers?
Yeah, that feels great.
So by October 12th, you need how many people? How many people do you think would be a beta? 20, 30, 50? That's crazy, but I'm just putting out numbers.
Yeah, I'm
What
going
do
to
you
say
think?
23.
23. You are very specific. I like that. So like $2,000. You're like 8,600. Okay, 23 members. So 23 members at, what's your beta price going to be?
I'm gonna say 25. I feel good about that.
Okay, 25. So that would be $575 just to start you off. So obviously that's not anywhere close to your goal. It's the foundation of that one product that you're going to scale though. So I don't think that matters. How are you going to get that extra money? Digital incubator, HoneyBook affiliate, creating that program, or what I'm doing with one of my affiliates is I'm recording a webinar with them, and then I'm going to make that evergreen and a class. So like, what I love about software is that you can record a class and you can actually tell them the exact information that they need. Like, we're going to create a class on how to build a membership site in 30 minutes or less. Like, and I can actually show you in the webinar how to do that. So that's going to come out in November. Get excited, guys. November. And then we're going to make that an evergreen. So you can do the same thing with HoneyBook. It's a little bit more long-term, but you'll still get that cash flow immediately. And then digital incubator, I think you already have people in there, right? So then you could even do a separate launch for that maybe and get people into that. And then from there, if I were you, I mean, I know you're good friends with Tyler, so you know how he scaled his business, but like, we both scaled our membership sites through evergreen funnels and then strategic partnerships. So for you, I feel like it's going to be very similar. If you want to start creating your evergreen funnel, like maybe start on that process and put a date on that. Like, I would give yourself a month and a half or a month of just like by the end of October, having somewhat of all their content in the membership, a solid foundation, maybe even hiring a VA that's not that expensive. Like, I wouldn't hire an online entrepreneur VA because they're a little bit more expensive. And right now that wouldn't go with your budget. But like, even off of Craigslist, I was at the Scale of Success Summit and they were talking, someone hired someone off Craigslist and had to come to their house. I'm like, yes, genius. Like, that's amazing because they're what, $15 an hour? Like, that's the best. So I can't really do that here because in this area, we don't have like super, I don't want to say super quality people, but you know, people that would even grasp this, but you're in an area to where they would. If you found someone off Craigslist, they could pick it up quickly. So getting that together, that way your time is not spent on customer support emails. That's huge. And then mid-November, starting that webinar. And then mid-November, you can do a webinar launch for the first time. Get your membership site up to $2,000 to $3,000 recurring. December, get your evergreen funnel turned on. And then by 2019, it's a season of scaling. Q1 is just, how can we scale this puppy? You know?
Yeah, you're so right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm excited for you. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much for being in the Profit Plan hot seat. Let's go. Oh, Marissa. Okay, I saw yours next. Okay, Marissa. And then we'll do Crystal, you're next after her. Hey, girl. I feel like I haven't talked to you in a long time.
I know.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm so glad. I am doing great too. So tell me, what's your Q4 goal?
So my Q4 goal is 15,000 a month, so 45 for the next 3 months. Right? Yes.
Awesome. Yes. Okay. And then your income sources. I know you're a mix of service and passive.
So I'm focusing more on service right now, and I've also extended my contracts to be 6 months, so that's helped a lot as far as income.
Amazing.
So for October, I'm right at 11 right now. So I'm thinking if I sign like 2 more big social media clients, then I'll hit 15. I think what I'm like conflicted with is that I know in 2019 I want to expand. So I work with ethical fashion brands right now as a marketing agency, and we've kind of dabbled in beauty and lifestyle, but I've seen just so many more brands that we have the opportunity to work with if I just put the time into doing outreach and making those connections. So I guess I'm conflicted as to, do I want to spend October building up all those clients potentially for 2019, or should I wait until January to try and expand into those fields?
I think it depends. What's your ultimate goal?
You mean like income wise, or
like for Q1, like what's your ideal business? And then we can work backwards.
I mean, I would love to be at like 30,000 a month because I do have staff, and I would love to be able to bring, they're part-time, and I'd love to be able to bring at least one of them on full-time.
Girl, I feel you there. That's what one of my goals is. Great. So then,
like, do I stay where I'm at with my income, or do I push for more clients now, or do I wait till January?
Do you want to build? I mean, I feel like you're kind of moving towards the agency model, like a full-blown agency, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like you enjoy it a lot.
I love it. Yeah, that's what I want. I mean, my goal, like I already have someone under me that does PR. I have someone under me that does social media, and my goal is to just kind of grow both of those from there.
Yeah, and I love that. I think you should focus on getting more clients now. And I mean, I've been on multiple calls with you, and I know this was months ago. We haven't talked for a while, but I feel like your eyes light up when you talk about your clients. Like normally when I talk to service providers, they don't talk very nice about their clients. You always say nice things about yours. You love what you do. And I think a lot of that has to do with the purpose behind your brand. You work with, very forward thinking fashion people. But for you, yeah, I would definitely say build up your agency. I know you have a course, but if your heart's in building an agency, have that as a product on your website. If you make passive sales, you do, great. But where your joy goes, your business will grow a lot quicker. And I feel like your joy is with your clients.
Yeah, I agree. Awesome.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, Fabiana, let's get you on. And then Crystal.
Thanks, ladies, for letting me go now. It's I'm in Sweden, so it's a little late around this part of the world.
So tell me, what's your Q4 goal?
Yeah, so I'm going for like a good goal, 10K, best 15.
Okay. So let's put 15.
And that kind of translates to like in the good goal. I recently raised my prices, which felt so good. To be able to do that. So with those new rates, I get to hit 10K more or less with 3 websites. So 1 per month. So we need 3 clients.
Okay, great. So yeah. October, let's break down the months real quick. October, how much do you want to make?
Yeah, so the way I broke it down, like for the first goal, it would be like 3.5 every month, and that feels okay for December because a website takes me 3 weeks right now. So that would be about like December, the entirety of December.
What do you build your websites on?
Squarespace.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for the better goal, I put 3 websites and then 5 sales pages. And that would probably have to bid like 1 website, 2 sales pages in October, that again in November, and then 1 website and 1 sales page in December. So it's a little less work because I have to go on vacation on the 21st because my family's coming all the way from Brazil here.
That's exciting. Okay,
Yeah.
so based on hearing all this, what I want to challenge you to do, and I'm going to use Shayna as an example. So, because she's a Squarespace designer too, I want to challenge you to hit these goals for quarter 4, definitely. But I want to challenge you to spend quarter 4 not only hitting your goals, but building a really strong referral network where people refer you, like a referral program, which we are creating a program about that in the lounge, but it won't be probably until 2019 when that releases. But yeah, build a referral program to where, let's say, past clients can get $200 or I don't know, some kind of prize whenever they do the referral. Also, the fact that it takes you 3 weeks, I challenge you to maybe think about taking 1 week. Shayna only takes 1 week to design her client's website.
Yeah, I was actually doing like 2 weeks before, but I was feeling like I did not have enough time to actually work on my business. So like, you know, I wanted to do blogging and to get more visible on social media, get some systems going. And I found that it was really hard for me to get those things, to have any like space to work on my business.
Okay, so then I would challenge you to say, why are you blogging? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, more than social media.
Because what I'm thinking is that pre-schedule out testimonials, pre-schedule out like for social media. Like I would pre-schedule all of your social media out a month in advance. Like spend 1 day every month pre-scheduling everything, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, everything. And then, so then you never have to touch social media. You just have to comment on things whenever you want. What was the other thing? Anyways, I forgot what the other thing was, but automating or referral program, then your referral program will bring in leads. Oh, blogging. Yeah, if you like blogging, great. But if you're doing blogging to get clients, probably not the fastest way to get clients because relationships, people are not going to read a blog. They're not going to be like, oh, I really want to hire her. That's not the way it works. The way it works is people trust you. So I had this in a live the other day, but like you need their attention. You need to connect with them and then you convert. But until you've gone through the first 2 phases, you got their attention with the blog, but blogging is not that powerful enough to make them feel connected with you. It's a blog post. So if you could, how do you make them do that? Through a referral or through DMing on Instagram or building an actual relationship in Facebook groups, being an established leader inside of a community. Like that's why people are going to hire you.
Right.
So I consider you to maybe shift that strategy a little bit more and then focus on network. Even have a spreadsheet, like who are the people that I want to hire? Like who are these typical audience people? Go through Facebook groups and like, oh yes, I really love working with like, let's say photographers. What are some high-end photographers in the space? Write them down on a spreadsheet. Where are they hanging out? Go hang out where they're hanging out, right? That's going to be a more effective strategy than blogging for clients.
Yeah, right now all my clients are pretty much coming from referral. I just don't have any like systems right now to like compensate people who give me referrals, like who refer me. So that would be the next step and something that I'm actually working on, just having that system to actually like give people some incentive to start referring me. But up until right now, I'm right now at 2.53K consistent months in my 3rd, 4th month in business. So, and I feel like the referrals are a bit slowing down as I stop taking clients because the referrals are running dry. So, yeah. So I think right now the challenge for me is like it feels very like when I put those things in paper, I'm like, okay, it's only 3 websites to like it feels very feasible, but like where I'm gonna find those 3 people, how I'm gonna get to those 3 people. So,
right, and it's all network. I mean, instead of spending all that time blogging, I would spend strategically connecting. And like the way I network is very strategic. I don't just go and hang out with people. Like I have and this sounds a little bit militaristic, and I don't want it to come across that way. Like, I do care about my friendships, but like, they're on a spreadsheet table. Like, my friendships are in a spreadsheet. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's business, right? This isn't
Yeah,
just,
for sure.
oh, let's be best friends. Like, this is business. This is strategy. I'm not just like, you have to be a shark in a way. So approaching it like that and having a spreadsheet, I think is going to be the best. But what I was going to tell you was that focusing on automating your systems, like your client lead process, putting energy into a referral program, getting a system to where if they refer me, then maybe you are making so much cash flow, you have a VA that pays them out. I don't know. That might be something to look forward to, not now, but like in the future. How does that system work?
Yeah.
And and then figuring out all the content that you're getting in, like for your website, because this is a huge game changer I used to be a website designer, so I know what takes the most time. The most time is content. They don't give you all of the freaking content when they need it, or when you need it to start the project. So how can you, through systems and automation, get all that content before they even get on your calendar? Like, they have to check off those boxes, and that's going to make you look super professional. That's going to be able to, for you to be able to charge higher, because you're going to get that website out in a week or two instead of 3 weeks. I think like that probably is where your energy needs to be focused on, in my opinion.
Yeah, right now I haven't had any problems with people like not getting me the stuff I need to do my work. I've been very intentional with like working with people that I like, that are really dreamy clients from the beginning.
I'm glad.
So that has helped a lot. And I'm actually taking a course right now that I'm hoping will like empower me to actually be able to offer copy as part of my design packages. So that would be exciting.
Yeah, that's so exciting. I think you're headed in the right direction, just pivoting a little bit maybe towards more systems and automating. Otherwise, you're going to get all these clients, and that's going to be a headache, you know?
Yeah, that's the next step. I'm like, kind of like, where are all those clients that people keep talking about?
Right. And yeah, definitely. And the referral program will help with that too. But like,
that's
I know
awesome.
you already have one, but scaling it. I think scaling it through spreadsheet and strategy is going to be huge. Email membership on Squarespace.
Sounds
Annalise,
good.
Great question. You can, you mean does she? Oh, I thought you meant can you? Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Do you build membership websites on Squarespace? Annalise is asking you.
Definitely. Like, I guess the only options with MemberSpace right now. So that's what I've used before. So.
Yeah, I figured that was the only option, because I know my friend Tyler runs his on Squarespace.
Yeah, MemberSpace is the only one I've used, and the only one I've heard of. So.
It's not the best, but it works. And it's
the other alternative is basically like, if you just want to host some courses, you can make it password protected. If you're just like taking off right now, like just wanting to keep it simple, you can also just password protect everything.
Yep. Awesome. Okay, great. Let's have Crystal hop on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good night.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Crystal. How are you doing?
I'm a tired mom, but I'll make it.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
My little one is almost 1, and she's like going through her teething phase. So you guys know how that is.
My goodness gracious. I am not a mom. Probably won't be anytime soon, but I feel for you, girl. I can't even imagine. I just have a nephew, and just having a nephew, I'm like, whoo, kids are work.
She won't sleep on her own, so she's like wanting us. She's very needy right now, but mommy's got her. But so I have a goal for the quarter of 15K, which is a 5,000 breakdown for each month.
Yep.
And so here's where I'm stuck. Okay, so Lily knows my struggle because we are accountability partners. Lily, Danielle, and Adrian are my accountability partners. We meet every week. So I have several different offerings, but I want to cut a lot out, which is what I'm doing. So I only included things in the profit plan right now that I want to keep. Mm-hmm. And then there's something that I want to incorporate, which I am a freaking beast at, but it is hard to like, I won't even say hard to explain. It's kind of hard to build all that out and push that right now. So based upon my current breakdown, I have a social branding package that is $597. So technically, if I do 2 of those, I put that down as $1,000 that I need each month. And then for social media management, I'm doing it $3,000 a month for my goal, which 2,000 of that I already get right now because I already have those recurring clients. So I basically just signed 2 more people. And then for shop sales, so I have so many things that I'm launching in my shop, but I need $1,000 a month for shop sales. I was really close to that this month because I'm really not avidly pushing my shop. I don't have any funnels for the shop. I just do it, and I have somewhat of a group that I have 1,500 people in. So I'm not really pushing the shop so hard. If I did, I probably would hit that goal, but I'm not killing that because I'm really focusing on client work. But the thing that I want to launch is more so, I'm really great with client attraction for B2B. Like, I'm really great with networking. I'm really great with referral building. I'm really great with all the sneaky little ways of getting people to be intrigued with your brand just from subtly following them online, and the rest is history. So I know how to do that, but I want to get more into helping other B2B people do that. Like, Crystal, how are you getting booked out? Crystal, how do you network like this? Like, how are you just posting in groups and people are magically wanting to be your client? Like, what are you doing on Instagram to find networking? What are you doing to get all these collabs that you're getting? And so I kind of want to create some sort of package where I have it all game plan of what I want to launch, to create custom game plans for people for their business specifically. But the price point of that scares me.
What is the price point?
$12.97, and the bonus includes a social branding and website facelift because I know how to design too. So it's like I'm giving all of this stuff, but the audience that I have right now can't afford that payment. Like, I know how to help because I started off as a VA, so I know how to like go from VA from 0 to 100 and kill that, but VAs don't have that money. So I'm kind of going more towards freelancers as a whole now. And I'm just so scared to launch that in the fourth quarter. I'm kind of like stuck as, should I do this now or should I wait till the first of the year? That's where I'm stuck in terms of, do I include that in this quarter's profit plan? If that's
totally.
You understand what I mean?
First of all, I'm so excited for you. This is so exciting. Second of all, is there a way that you can make this more passive and low priced and then have an upsell in that passive product where it is more custom? Because what I found is that, and you might or might not have this problem. I feel like as you grow your audience, because this sounds like you're going to have a bigger audience because the conversion funnel is going to keep lowering. So since you're going more passive high end, you'll have to have bigger for the conversion rates. Since that's the case, if you had some kind of like package this up into a passive, program it like, let's say $500 or something, and then upselling that, okay, now that you know the basics, if you want me to help you create a custom, then you upsell them into the custom. Because if they have 500, then let's say the custom is a payment plan of $500 a month for 3 months. Now it's $1,500, but they can afford that.
Okay.
Ish. Like, they'll figure that out because they know it's important.
Okay, cool. All right, that works. So as far as mine, and I think based upon that makes me want to push to build this out during Q1.
Q1 or Q4? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because it might be worth it to just build it out during, even like start working on it now and then really get it all together and launch it in Q1, at the end of Q1, because it's a lot of work and I'm running behind a almost 1-year-old right now while trying to do all this work during the day. So I think I'm going to shoot for that. And then as far as my profit plan, I'll let it stay at I'll just push shop sales more, which is not hard because if I'm barely marketing it and it's selling, then I can just keep pushing for that and just work on getting my 2 social media management clients and my 2 social branding clients.
I love that. And are you working with Jordan, right? Didn't you and Jordan Gill just talk this week? Was that you? Or am I thinking of a different Crystal?
No, probably different Crystal.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because we were talking about Crystal and I thought that was you. Because I was like, oh, yeah, her branding is on point. I guess I was talking about the wrong one. Whatever.
Yeah, well, that seems to be a little bit of a struggle for me. I feel like my pricing is fair to me in a sense, but like I have a really big content repurposing package, and that's the one I'm thinking about letting go. Is because people want you to repurpose all their content. They want you to manage their blog. They want you to do their newsletter. They want you to manage their social media. And then when you say that's $1K a month, they're like, wait, whoa, I can't do that. But it's like, you want me to do all the things, you know?
Yeah.
I think that offering that package and not closing those is making me feel the feelings. I'm welcoming the feelings. I went to this like workshop and said, welcome the feelings of that. But it's like that depresses me. That makes me feel like I'm not successful because
and like you're not worth it.
Yeah. So I think dropping that and focusing on the creative design stuff and the client attraction strategy and teaching those principles, I feel more fulfilled, if that makes sense. And getting those don't feel as hard. So
and I think you should do that.
And I don't think I enjoy managing all of that much content like that. I'm great at it. I can do it in a flash, but it doesn't fill me up, if that makes sense. I really like the social media, the networking, doing the engagement for my clients, because I do have my sneaky little networking ways, which work. And so I feel like I really am feeling a shift to do more B2B, because that's what I can basically call CSIT, because there's blood everywhere kind of thing. But that's what I really like. And so I think I'm feeling that shift. So I did put more of my profit plan goal in that pot. So thank you. I feel much better about that.
Good. I'm so glad. And yeah, I love where you're headed with that completely. And I think pricing is a tricky subject because a lot of us have been told you need to price what you're worth. And I think that's BS. I think you should never price what you're worth. Ever, ever, ever. And if you are pricing what you're worth, you need to stop right now. You should price what your product is worth. Now, Crystal, your product was worth $1,000 a month. But as women, we tend to wrap up ourselves in, I am the product, but you're not the product. Right. And a lot of us, I think, are taught wrong whenever it comes to pricing. It should be, how much is the value of this to the client? Is it worth $1,000 a month? You're handling all the content, but your audience might not even be making that much from the content. Like, you need to be going to people that are already, like me, like my content, it's not being repurposed correctly. And I know that, but that's not a priority right now because I have to be focused on other things, different departments in my business before I focus on that. And so if you came to me, then I would say, yeah, because I know I can make more than $1,000. It's a return on my investment. They're not going to get a return on their investment with you, period. Because they're probably not even posting the right content because they don't even know their target audience. Messaging, my gosh, that's huge. So it has nothing to do with you. It just means that you're not running their business right yet. And that's okay.
And that seems to be the consensus, because I would say about 80% of my client roster is wedding professionals, which I love, but it's a very bizarre marketing situation with wedding pros. Their markets are all different. And so I find that they have the money to spend and they're willing to spend it. I have several other services that they offer, because again, I'm making that shift from VA to more of a service provider. And it's kind of been a little bit weird of what to call myself because I do so many different things for them. But the wedding pros don't have a problem paying, but my heart is more with B2B, and the B2B have trouble paying. So it's like, what do I do? So I'm working through that, and I'll get there, but it's a work in progress.
So wedding pros, they're actually running a business though, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's still B2B.
It's still like they are more targeting brides and couples and things of that nature, so it's going directly to the client source. But I don't think that they know how to build referral networks. They don't know how to do any of that. They're not great at that. So that's where I'm trying to come in and save the day and put on my Superwoman cape. So that's where I am with that. So I think really it's big for me to really focus this quarter as far as my action item for myself is to really focus on narrowing down who I'm going to target more, because I got to kind of feel out where my heart is telling me to go. So with that, where my passions lie. So that's kind of where it is. What I'm offering is not the problem. It's just the who is where I'm kind of stuck.
I think if wedding pros light you up, I would position everything for wedding pros in your business. Like I would say, like that $12.95 call, if they have money, then they'll pay $12.95. Right?
Oh, yeah, they will.
Yeah. So then just say this is specifically for wedding professionals. Like this package is only for wedding professionals. That's going to be like, oh, this is for me. I have the money. No brainer. Instead of just saying this is the result. And then you can say, your testimonials can be super specific because they're all wedding professionals. So I think that's what you should position it as.
Thank you. I think I got my answer.
I'm glad.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, it's 12:30ish. Let's keep doing hot seats if you're cool with that. I don't think I saw anyone after Crystal. I don't think I put a name. Let's do 2 more. Ronnie, I think I see. Okay, Vanessa. Vanessa, hop on. And then who wants to? France. Okay. Vanessa, you can hop on, girl. I think you have to unmute. I can't hear you, Vanessa.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I was working on it.
Hey.
What's up?
Not much. Yeah, so I'm excited to do this because I never plan my quarters like this. So yeah. Okay. So my quarterly goal I would think would be like 30K for this quarter, which is kind of a scary number for me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, 30K.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was like, am I talking to myself? This is so awkward.
No. Okay, 30K. I'm writing that down right now. And then, what are your income sources? Because I feel like they've changed a lot this quarter.
Yeah, so my sources right now, I have my shop, which I have a shop on Creative Market, and then I have a shop on my site. I have my new membership, and then I do launches. I had a group program, but that's actually ending this month. And I'm working on launching some new products. They're actually like kits. So I'm working on launching that for October and November. And then I'm planning a sale for my shop for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So that's kind of my sources right now. So it's just my shop, and my membership, duh. And then I have my membership that I just launched. So if I didn't say that.
Yeah, I got that. Okay, so Creative Market, shop on site, membership, but you're not doing the group coaching program in Q4, right?
No, I'm not, because instead what I'm doing is I'm launching 2 products. Okay, let me explain this. So I'm launching 2 products. They're actually going to be kits, and they're going to be 10-step kits to accomplishing a certain goal. So the first kit is going to be like 10 steps to creating a digital product that sells. So it's basically going to be how to create a digital product in 10 steps, like really micro training, actionable tips after every single step. So by the end of those 10 steps, then whoever does it should have a digital product that's ready to sell with a cart, sales page, all of that stuff. And then the other kit is going to be design a sale. So that is geared towards helping people who have products design a sale or have a launch for Black Friday to Cyber Monday. So I have those 2 kits, and based on feedback from my audience, people said they would rather have the choice to purchase one or the other, or to buy a combination of 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer a bundle that has those 2 kits that also includes coaching. So for like October, November, it'll be more like one-on-one coaching, like reviews on sales pages, funnels, like all of that good stuff. So the individual kits right now on pre-sale are going to be $299. And then for the bundle with the group coaching for pre-sale, that's going to be $999 with like 5 spots, with only 5 spots. So does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a lot. It's kind of a confusing mess, but it totally makes sense. And I really like those products. And I like how you're doing like bundle and stuff.
Yeah, I figured because I surveyed my people a couple months ago, and this is like what they wanted.
Yeah.
But then I surveyed the people in my membership, and they're like, yeah, I want this, but I want like this fits in my budget right now, but both don't, because I was just going to like package everything together, but people preferred to have the option to choose if they want one, the other, or both with the extra accountability. So hopefully, and what I'm going to actually do is after this short burst, when I start my group program again in 2019, is these 2 products will actually bundle in like perfectly for the group program. It's a 4-month program. So then that way I won't have like loose products kind of hanging around, that it'll exclusively just be like that program that includes all of these things. So does that make sense?
Totally.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so if you sell, what was that? $1,000, you had 5 spots for $1,000, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so let's break down. I think honestly with you it'd just be easier to not do like months, and let's just like break down what you need to hit 30,000.
Yeah, I agree.
Because and honestly I think you could go above that for quarter 4, but like let's keep it there. So like I think
That's scary, Haley.
I know, but like you need to get a little bit more scared.
I know. You're right.
But let's just keep $30,000. But I would say let's reevaluate this at the end of October. That goal. Okay, creative market. How much do you want to make for quarter 4 in creative market?
Right now I'm consistently we'll say like per month. Like this month I made like $2,000, which has been my best month so far. So if I can keep that steady at $2,000, I would say by the end. Then like let's just like bump that up.
8,000?
Yeah, let's bump that up to 8 for creative market.
Okay, creative market is like 1/3 of your income basically right now for your goal income.
Yeah,
that's
basically.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we are releasing creative market secrets in the lounge within the next 3 weeks. So just for everyone to know that, get excited. Alicia's teaching it, not Vanessa, but Vanessa's teaching another training. Okay. So then shop on website. How much are you making from that?
I'm like, if I'm not launching something, I'm at the point where like it's like half and half. So creative market and the shop. So the shop, when I'm not launching, ranges. I don't know, because when I had my sale, I think I made like almost $10,000 like back in July on my shop, but that was because I had my like 40% off sale.
Is your shop your digital products?
Yeah.
Girl,
so the same thing. The same thing I sell.
Take that off. So we're gonna have to get more specific on the types of products in your shop. Okay. So do you sell more products than just your kits?
I sell templates. I sell like all types of templates. Yeah, you know that.
I thought you meant courses.
No. So basically these 2 my membership, I've moved all of my courses and workshops into the membership site.
Okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't making money on them alone. Like after I would launch them, then I would get no sales on them. So I moved everything into the membership. And then these 2 kits, I'm going to launch these for October. But then once the launch is over for these are going to exclusively go into my group program in 2019. So this is like a one-time launch of these. Like they're not going to be available to purchase after this launch. And then they'll go into the group program when I start it again in 2019. So for those 2 kits, I think my goal would be like from that launch, I would say, I want to say like $10,000, but I feel like it's too low, just from those. So,
because if you got 5,000 people to book at $1,000, that's already half your goal.
Yeah. Let's say 15,000 for that.
Okay, so 15,000 for launch for launch number 1 for kits.
Yeah, I'm calling that like the product and sales kit. So you can just to make it easier, it's just products and sales.
Okay, and then shop on site, how much were you wanting for shop on site? Sorry, for the quarter? 3, 4, 5?
I think let's do creative market as separate, and then my shop is a separate one as a whole, because I'm planning on doing.
I do have that separate.
Yeah, because I'm planning on doing my Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, which will be all through my shop. So it's kind of hard to say, like, because in October I may only make like $2,000 in regular sales on my shop, but I might make like, who knows how much I'll make for the Black Friday sale. You know what I mean? So for like for Q,
another 8,000.
I think honestly my my 4th of July sale, I made almost 10K, and now I have a bigger list. So I'm thinking I might make more than that with the Black Friday sale. So like maybe let's say like for, I don't know, let's say like 20K for the shop. That's such a scary number. So let's, for the whole like Q4, let's say 20K, because I think that's possible with the sale and with the non-sales, if that makes sense. Sorry, I feel like I'm like.
But no, Vanessa, I'm just laughing at you right now because you're like, I want to make $30,000 for quarter 4. Oh, I think I'm going to make $20,000 on my shop on my site alone, $8,000 creative market, and then $15,000 for launch number 1. That's why I was like, I knew you needed to raise that. Okay, we're going to keep going now, and then we're going to adjust that.
Because then I have my membership as well, which is also recurring.
Right. Yeah. So how much are you wanting to make for that? I know that one's a little bit tough because it's recurring, but.
Yeah, I mean, right now I think I have about 50 members, and we'll say.
At what price point?
We'll say average, it'll be, let's say average $25 a month, but there's other members that are at 30, and then the price is going to go up in October. So we'll say 25 is the average for that. Just
so you're making, okay, $1,250. So you make around $5 to $6, potentially $10,000 in quarter 4.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Potentially, yeah. I mean, with the members that I have now, if I don't bring any more on, it looks like it would be about closer to 4,000 just with the members I have now. But if I bring on more members, then that's also going to go up. See, this is why I needed to do this.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
for sure.
I'm like all over the place.
No, I'm so glad you're like the perfect profit plan hot seat. Okay. So now I'm going to change your quarter 4 goal because my gosh, that was not a good goal. So let's do 20,000 plus, I'm going to get the calculator out, 15,000 plus 10,000. 53,000 is your new quarter 4 goal. Does that scare the crap out of you?
Yes, that's ridiculous.
But you know what's crazy is that these numbers, based on what you've already hit, are like way doable. Like they're not even crazy. Like my old goal of like, let's hit $500,000 a month. That was just crazy. Like these goals are not like, let's hit $500,000 a month. They're based on your past success. And then you're just upping it a little bit because your email list is good. Like that's insane to me. And that's super exciting, Vanessa. Like you are killing it.
Yeah, I didn't even realize until I started like talking the numbers out from the different places. I was like, okay, all right, well maybe this could be a little bit low, but yeah, that's a lot. But just like you said, it's like data and numbers. Like it makes sense that would be like an achievable goal. Like not even like, oh, like I want to make like $100,000 by the end of the year. That would be crazy. But this seems like it's more doable.
Yeah, this is so doable. And I'm going to upload this PDF here so all of you guys can see all the numbers and stuff from this PDF. I have like on my little iPad thing. So you can go back and see these numbers, Vanessa, if you weren't writing them down. But yeah, this is so doable, girl. You got this. I'm excited for you.
Yeah, so I think that was, I don't know, I guess because I'm ridiculous. Okay, because the thing is that I want to get to the point where I'm not like where creative market isn't the biggest like part of my income. It's like you said, like I know that right now it's like a third of it, but through all of the launches and the membership, I still want to be on Creative Market, but I more so want to focus on getting those customers from Creative Market to come to like my site. So once they purchase a template, they can get like maybe like a free month in the membership or get their membership for $15 and then go up the next month and all of that. So I don't want that to be, because at one point it was most of my income, but now as it's starting to balance out and with the membership and with like the sales on my shop, it's kind of like just drastically changing, which is like is a bit scary. You know what I mean?
Well,
in a good way.
Francis and Lily, I see your faces, right? Anime, I know you guys are in passive profit, so I'm immediately thinking, you guys know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, take those people, put them in an evergreen funnel. That's hot leads right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So really, that's what you need. You just need a KPI spreadsheet, an evergreen funnel that actually converts, which we're releasing passive profit in November again to go through another round. But that's super hot leads that have already bought from you. That's like an easy sell right there. You just need a good sales funnel and make that passive. That way, because you can easily scale, and I would never recommend giving away a free month ever, ever, ever to your membership site, and never do a dollar trial. So never do that. Put that on your list. But what I would suggest you do is have an evergreen funnel that leads to full price membership site. That way, like they pay that $30 a month, they pay that $50 a month up front, and they're actually going to stay, because if you're leading people to membership sites, this is the number one thing. People will come in, but if they don't actually get to know you in 7 days, they're out, they cancel. So if you get them through a webinar, they already feel like they know you, and it's evergreen, so you have a whole automated nurturing sequence. And when they're in, they actually take action because they're super inspired as soon as they sign up. So your churn rate is going to be a whole lot better. So that's what I would recommend for you as you start scaling. But this is, I love the direction you're going in on turning those leads into more customers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like even with my templates, is I just need to strengthen my funnel up, because once someone purchases like from my shop, but then I can say in my welcome sequence, like my welcome sequence is really outdated. Like even when people download my free templates, anything, or like they download my free templates, it's sequence outdated. I don't even have a sequence when someone buys something from my shop. So even just saying, hey, like the next step is, if you're ready to build an opt-in and you really want to get more clients and customers and sell more products, then, you know, cop in my membership, or maybe get this extra free training. So I'm thinking of doing like 2 evergreen trainings, one that'll focus on like the, 5 secrets to having an opt-in that helps you, make more money. And then another one in like 4 steps to creating a product that actually sells or that people want to buy. I mean, I was thinking of doing those as my evergreen funnels. Because I think they would be the perfect lead in to the membership.
Yeah. I love that. Okay, my AirPods just died, so I'm gonna have to change out my headphones. But yeah, thank you for explaining all that. I am 100% yes.
It seems like such a mess, like in my head, and then even saying it out loud, like this is like all like such a mess.
I think you feel like a mess because you've offered so many things, but now you're simplifying more, and your offers are coinciding more, and it's about to feel a lot less messy. Then you're going to start growing your team, and it's going to feel a lot more messy again. Hey understands that struggle. Whoo, she's helped me on that boat. But right, I think you're going to have a period where it's going to get a little bit more unmessy until you start scaling a lot quicker. Like once you get that evergreen funnel in place, I think you're going to scale a whole lot quicker than you're even prepared to, which is a really good struggle. But also, there are pain points that come along with that. But I'm excited watching you grow. Seriously.
That's why I already ran a sale in July, so I'm prepared for that. So I'm okay with that. And then I've been through so many launches this year that I'm okay with the launch that I have coming up for October. So what I plan to do is use like the rest of this year to really work on like cleaning up my systems and getting things like super efficient, because I've launched like so many things this year. So I'm just going to really work on cleaning up all of my processes, getting funnels in place, getting, my marketing strategy going with Pinterest, because I just started working with another Vanessa who I suggested for Tailwind training, but she's been working with me on Tailwind, and just from the work that she's been doing, I'm already seeing traffic from Pinterest, which I haven't had any from before. So after this October launch, I'm really going to be working on like systemizing, cleaning things up, because I know that like I cannot scale past this point until I do this.
Yeah, no, systems definitely keep you from scaling if you don't have them. SOPs are so important. Okay, Kristen, you asked, what is the price point? Kristen, the price point so you guys can prepare for it. Who all has a passive income product they want to scale? Raise your hand in the comments. You have a passive income. Okay, cool. If you have a passive income, which is a course or membership site. So a course or membership site. Okay, cool, Ronnie. Great. So if you have one, Ingress membership site. Okay, cool. So if you have one, then I definitely recommend you join Passive Profit. I know we have a few people in there. I know Francis is launching one. Anime's here. Lily's here. We have, literally, I'm just looking at the first page. I know I have more people here that are in Passive Profit. Anime's in Passive Profit. Yeah, so we're doing a 24-hour flash sale, and it's going to be in the middle of November. So if right now you feel like you need to prepare for it and you want to save like $700 or $800, let me know. Danielle, what's the price of your templates? Because if it's like, let's say if you have like a contract template that sells for like $500 or something, that's different than like a $10 template on Creative Market. Like I would never suggest a evergreen funnel for Vanessa's $10 templates, right? But if let's say Christina Scalera did an evergreen funnel for her $500 templates, then yes. Erica, yeah, that's like the price of a course. Yeah, and I would say you can upsell from there and do bundles. So yes, I would like to say, Anne said I would like to say it, yeah. Oh yeah, Ingrid, yes, definitely. Yeah, I'm glad that you did that. But if you have like a $10 template or something like that, that does not count. Marissa, because you can't actually, it's not worth your time. You're not going to get enough sales through a webinar to actually, so let's say you get 100 leads, and let's say if you have a $10 product, let's say 30% of them convert. That's what, $300 for 100 leads? How are you going to scale that? Let's say a lead alone costs you, let's say it cost you like $250. So 250 times 100, 250. So yeah, you would barely be breaking even, and you would have to really watch your ad spend. That's just really hard to scale with a $10 product. You would have to have a really good show up rate, a really good conversion rate, and that's just hard. So if you have okay. Yeah, Tanil, perfect. $37 membership site. Perfect. Yeah, because that's recurring. Okay. So now that we know kind of the timeline of the qualification for your product, if you want to join Passive Profit, would you mind putting your email? I don't know how this is going to work. Put your email in the chat. Is that the best way to do that? Because we're going to be having that 24-hour flash sale. So if you want us to reach out to you during that 24 hours, then let me like start copying these emails.
Haley, I can do that for you.
Thank you, Hay. That'd be great. Yeah, because I'm over here like copying like a Okay, thank you. So we'll be putting your email on a list, and then we'll actually be reaching out to you. So November during the flash sale, it'll be $375 a month for 6 months. After the flash sale, it'll be $500 a month for 6 months. So you would save, I think that's around $800 total if you did the flash sale. So just be prepared. If you do want your name on the list, be prepared to actually pay within that 24-hour time frame, because it'll be really quick. And we'll send you an email probably 48 hours before we do the flash sale, just to have you prepared to be able to pay that $375, that first $375 payment. We will have a pay in full option if you would like that too. I know some people like the pay in full, but yeah, then you'll get access to everything. The whole entire course is built, and you can talk to Francis and Anime and Lily. We're actually in the season. We're in the live launch season right now. So Lily's face is like, oh, it's a little crazy, but we're doing live launching email automation. We're just launching our brand new webinars that we've made. So yes, do you recommend pay in full for membership sites? Tanil, do you mean membership site, your membership payment plan? I have monthly, annual, and lifetime. So
Mine is $67 a month, $670 a year, or $997 one-time payment, never pay again. And Haley's method is so simple. It is simple, and that's what I love about it. It's not super complicated, but we do specific things throughout the way to actually make the conversion rates better. And because that's all that matters, right? Your conversion rates. It's not all the tech and the back end stuff. So, I mean, tech does matter, but that's not the scary part. The scary part is what I simplify, I would say. So yeah, if you want to be on that 24-hour flash sale, then make sure to put your link or your email in the chat. That would be amazing. And then we can go get your evergreen funnels created. And what I'm excited about, and this is why I wanted to launch it in November, because I know, like, let's say Vanessa wanted to have her evergreen funnel up by January, she could do that. And that's why I wanted to launch it in mid-November, so you could get everything up in before January. So 2019 can be like, let's hit the ground running. Let's do the live launch in January. Let's start scaling it. Lily said, wait, let me make sure it's kind of, Annalise, what's the content of the program? Annalise, do you feel like I answered your question? If you feel like I didn't, let me know and I can explain that better. Anime, oh yeah, I already read that. I definitely want to pay in full upfront. Okay, Ronnie, cool. We'll definitely have that option. Anime said she also helped me get unstuck and just launch a live version of my course to really get feedback and later evergreen that shit. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Annalise, yeah, build an evergreen funnel. So Annalise, whatever, let's say you have a $300 course, or let's just use Vanessa as an example because we were just talking about Vanessa. So Vanessa has her membership site. She wants to take her leads from Creative Market to her membership site, right? A lot of people would do this. I need to launch. I know. A lot of people would do this is they would just put, let's say, a membership site link for the checkout page in a Creative Market template, or they would just have an email sequence. That's not actually going to convert very well. And then when people are going to go in, what's going to happen? They're going to have really bad churn. I know we're specifically talking about membership sites, so if it's a course, it's a little bit different, but this is what I found with my membership site to be true. So let's say Vanessa had a funnel for those leads. Well, then all those leads are going to convert better, and they're going to stay in your membership site longer. So that's what you want. You want quality leads and quality people that purchase. Like Lily's not just going to want to take anyone, right? She's going to want people in her program that, because you don't have a recurring membership. She has hers is more high priced product branding, leveraging your personality, which I love her new title, leveraging your personality for thought leadership and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that is what you want. You want the high quality people in there. But it's especially important for membership sites. Otherwise, your churn rate sucks. Like if Vanessa got a $47 member and then they left after 7 days because they weren't prepped right, well, then what happens? She just made $47 instead of and then her average lifetime customer number gets screwed up. Those are important KPIs. They get all screwed up when you don't do things right. So it's very, very important to create an evergreen funnel that actually converts and works properly for you. And that's what we teach inside of Passive Profit. Yeah, Marissa, that's our website. Lily, I'm launching my program in October and plan to have 20 new clients per month between 46 to 3-month program. How many members can I handle alone before I need a VA? Lily, when you feel like ripping your hair out, you need a VA. That's what I would say. I would say don't launch. If you have the cash flow for it, get a VA. And look for, affordable options depending on what your cash flow looks like. So for instance, like some positions, we have higher priced VAs for, let me think. Like for some portion, like podcasts, we don't have to have high price, but like some tasks in our business, like for you would have like a higher level depending on like customer support, kind of a low priced VA because they're just doing canned email responses, right? But then for other things in your business, like if they were a community support manager, then you have to talk personality. There's other variables. So it depends on how much you want to pay. But yeah. Is it work if we don't have a membership site yet? Yes, Annalise. Yes. We've had several people like Anime. Anime didn't have her course when she joined Passive Profit. And now she actually said she was glad she waited because she would have had to re-record everything anyways, based on the phase 1 of what we went through. I just have the idea. Exactly. Yeah. Anime just had her idea when she started Passive Profit. And then whenever we went through, I think it was the first phase, our first 3 lessons, we went through messaging and all this stuff. Our first framework, identifying our signature. Here. Yeah. Lily said same thing. So it's super intense, but it is intense, but it's so worth it. Okay. Annalise has her email there. Okay, cool. Any of you guys, if you want to give Hey your email, just let us know. And we will make sure you are on the 24-hour flash sale list. Awesome. Let's take one more person. Did I have someone that I said after? Amanda, well, you have until November to get your idea created. Me. Okay, Annalise, pop up on here.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so excited and a little stressed because it's the first time I had to speak in English. I'm French. I understand what to say, but for me to talk, it's kind of not so easy, but I will try because I really want advice from you. So I have a coaching group. I launch every 2 months on a challenge, and it's a coaching group high level,
okay.
$1,000.
Okay.
So I want to break the circle to launch every 2 months. And in the same time, I want to be able to have more students because a coaching group, it's a free for people at the same time. So I can't really scale the process because I can take a lot of persons at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And for the people who follow the challenge but can't afford to pay the coaching group, I have a paid challenge, really low price at $30. It's really, really small.
Yeah.
And my idea is to create a membership with paid challenge every month. So with that, I can have I can continue my coaching group with a small group of people, and touch the person who can't afford to pay for the full package, and build a recurrent incomes with that. I hope it's clear.
So you're telling me your income sources right now. So you have a high level coaching group.
Yes.
You have a paid challenge. Is that correct? Those are your two.
Yes.
So what is the price of your high level coaching group? I might have missed that.
$1,000. 1 and 30.
Okay, $1,000. Okay, cool. And what is your Q4 goal?
My goal is 25,000.
Okay, so then you're wanting to sell $20,000 worth of, like 20 people in your high level coaching group then?
Yes.
20? How do you feel about that number, 20?
I'm okay with that, but I'm looking for a solution because I can't take 20 persons. I can take maybe 3-4 groups in the same time, but not so much. So 2 and 3 group, it's a really max 16 people, not 20.
Okay. You have 16 people right now?
No, right now I have 7 people.
7. Okay, cool. So if you want to get to 20 people, you already have 7. Maybe let's leverage those 7 people and say, hey, do you have a friend that would like to be in here? And then give them a bonus. So like if it's $1,000, say if you have someone that's a friend, I'll give you $150 or $200 or something for every person you refer that books.
Okay, but I'm very concerned, afraid with that, because when I launch, I have new people, and with the Facebook ads, I can touch a lot of more people, and in the end of the line, have more people in my coaching group. So
yeah. Oh, you mean like you want to do a launch too?
Yes.
Yeah, do both. I would do both, because why not leverage your referral program, but then also keep launching? Yeah. For sure. I totally agree with you. But I would just say, instead of doing either or, let's just do both, because a referral program is very easy. You just tell them, hey, I'll give you, let's say $200 if you refer your friend over here and they book. That's easy. And then they just say, okay, I referred so-and-so. Cool. I'll PayPal you $200, right? But then also plan maybe the one launch out of this quarter and like make it the best launch you've ever done. You know?
My goal.
Yeah. So then I would give yourself some prep, like maybe, and not depending on cash flow, it depends on how you are with cash flow right now, but like I would do maybe, well, keep holidays in mind, but maybe beginning of December or something, I'm not sure. That's hard because people are buying presents. So anyways, keep all those factors in mind, but let's say you just want to do an early December launch. You have 2 months to prep your audience for that launch. So month 1 is putting out content, building up a really good email list from a specific opt-in that's going to connect to your launch. And then month 2 is showing behind the scenes of your coaching program. Get people on the waiting list for your coaching program, and then launch to that waiting list, and then you're public to everyone. And then get on like if you really want to convert people, sales calls might be a thing. I don't know if you're doing sales calls, but that could be worth your time. Getting people to sign up for slots just to have a higher conversion rate, something to consider.
Okay. And I don't know if the membership is a good idea to sell for the people who didn't purchase the coaching group. Is it a bad idea because it's want to sell 2 products in the same time, or can I do that? I don't know really.
Oh, sell 2 products at the same time?
But because during my launch is a challenge. At the end of the challenge, I sell coaching group, and after the 48 hours, and I talk about the membership, the paid challenge.
I would probably say only focus on one product when you launch. And plus, what's your ultimate goal for that? You should only have one goal for every single launch. Your goal is to get 20 people into that coaching program, right? Or 15 or whatever that goal is. Only have that one goal in mind. Don't even think about your paid challenge. Your paid challenge can be a downsell. So maybe what you can do is you can have a pop-up, like I think in Kajabi, if they exit out of their browser, a pop-up comes up and they're like, do you want this product? And then they can go to the $30. Like maybe that's how you incorporate it, but you never promote it because you only want people to go to the coaching group. Every time you increase the product amount you have, your conversion rate decreases. Yeah, just be careful of that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, of course. And I love your accent. Seriously, it's amazing. I'm a little bit jealous because I'm stuck with a Southern accent. So.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Okay, cool. That ends the hot seat. I'm actually already missed a call, but I just love talking to you guys so much. Thank you guys for hopping on. If you are thinking about the passive profit waiting list, just get with Hay, and your accent is as cute as Amanda, you're always so sweet to me. Thank you. Also, I think you found a brainstorm partner, Vanessa. Okay, cool. I'm going to hop off because I have to get on this call. But again, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all of you for spending your time with me. So pumped to go into quarter 4 with you. This is going to be amazing. Okay, have a good rest of your day, guys. Bye.